Hi again, everybody, and welcome into the 2023 Hartman Soccer Media Day. I am your host, Nick Vassos, anchor at Fox 4 here in Kansas City, and the play-by-play voice of the Kansas City Comets of the Major Arena Soccer League. Let's talk some Pirate soccer, and welcome in by Park University head coach Efrem Shimlis, and he is joined by player Filip Andonovski. Coach, Filip, welcome in. Good to see you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely. It's great to see you guys. I guess we're going to jump in here. Coach, tell us about Filip and how much he means to your team.
Well, this is third year for Filip. Since the day he got here, he's been an impact player for us on and off the field. Great kid, great student, and a solid player. I would think probably started and played every game. I don't know if you've ever been injured, but he's solid. You lead by example for these young players. So love having him on the team.
Yeah. In fact, Coach, as you know, he is the CSC All Academic member and an NAIA Scholar athlete. So he's both very good on the field and in the classroom. And Filip, let's talk to you a little bit more here. Tell us what your major is and a little bit more about where you're from.
So I'm from Macedonia, and my major is business and administration management. This is my third year with Park University, and I'm excited to be back with the team. So we're looking forward to the new season.
So people might be familiar with your last name, Andonovski. Oh, he was just coaching recently down in Australia and New Zealand. So you must be his nephew.
That's right. Welcome.
And did you grow up in the same town that Vlatko did?
Yes, we grew up in Skopje, Macedonia. That's the capital city of the country. And first he moved, and then I came for college 3 years ago.
And of course, your uncle. He's a Park alum, right?
Yeah. So I was introduced to Park University by my uncle, and I'm just leading his example.
Well, you're doing well. You're doing great in school, and you're doing well on the field here. So keep up the good work. Tell us a little bit about the Parkville campus, Filip, and how much you enjoy being a student athlete there.
Being a student athlete is a great thing, but also comes with a lot of responsibilities because you have to take care of doing the academic work, being a student, and also being part of the team and doing the best you can so you can help the team have a great season.
Hey, Coach Efrem, I'm wondering if you might describe what your relationship is like with Vlatko. He played there at Park. I know you two have conversations. Maybe his son will be there one day. Tell us what your relationship is like with Vlatko.
It's always been good and respectful. He was part of our program here. It was, brief, but it was a good experience. And I'm glad that, like you said, the family, you asked about the campus. It's a beautiful campus. Everybody's welcome here. We have players from all over the world, and it just happens. So, we have some good players and good people and good student athletes like Filip.
Coach, you've seen a lot of athletes come through the school, graduate, perform well at Julian Field. This is your 23rd season, Coach Efrem. Do you catch yourself reflecting at all about your time at Park? You must be so grateful. That's 231 wins, 10th all time in active wins in the NAIA. 20 years. I mean.
Yes, it's crazy. Nick, we've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like, the time goes so fast. The good thing about coaching is you have all these young people coming in as freshmen and leaving this and that. And it just, without realizing it, here I am 23 years later, or 22 years later. It's crazy. I can't believe it, but it's happening.
Yeah, it just seems like it was yesterday back in 1996, 97 when you were playing professionally in the indoor game. And you played the year that the team won the championship. I'm wondering what, if anything, that you take from that team so many years ago that maybe you hold close to your heart now and maybe that you can apply to the student athletes that you coach?
It's a good question, Nick. So, I didn't play much. I was a developmental player, but I've learned so much from that team. Just like our team, that team was very diverse, people from all over the world. And I actually can say I experienced being on a championship team, and I know what it takes. Hard work, respecting each other, working hard for each other, and taking care of business on and off the field. And there's a lot to learn, especially from watching. I had a little injury as well, but there were just so many great players, understanding your role, pushing yourself every day, and getting along, building chemistry, respecting and loving each other. Those. I'm sure I've seen some of those guys when they return for alumni, and it seemed like they've been together every day since. Just good people, hardworking people. Works. Pays off, and those are the things that I try to tell these guys about understanding your roles. You don't have to play as much, and 20-something years later, people will still remember you for that year because we won a championship that year. So I'll say that was a good learning experience for me all around.
Yeah, it was a good learning experience for me to be there when I was so young and green and so excited to be with the team. It was so much fun for me.
You still look the same. They haven't changed. I told you. Yeah, that's good.
Coach Ephraim, it's all the makeup I've got on right now, so it covers up a lot.
I've changed a lot, but you haven't. So you see.
All right. Hey, Coach, let's talk a little bit more about Park University specifically, and let's talk about some of your facilities here. And one of the things that I know that visitors, when they come to play at Park, is your magnificent grass field, Julian Field. It is one of the nicest fields that any college program could hope to play on. I imagine your team loves playing at Julian Field, and I'm wondering, does that give you an edge recruiting wise when you're out there talking to prospective student athletes coming to play at Park?
Absolutely, it does. Like you said, it's a beautiful place. There's not that many grass fields left anymore. Everybody plays on turf. MNU actually have a good grass field as well. We enjoy playing there, but there's not many schools like this. They invest a lot. We have people that take care of the field, who have both the game field and the practice field. And the advantage is, yes, absolutely. That's the first place I'll take players because they love grass field. I'd love to see that. Before we go anywhere, I'll take them over there. Just imagine, and we have actually a stadium that can hold up to 1,500 people. And we play evenings and weekends. It's a good atmosphere, and definitely it's a tool for recruiting.
Philip, do you remember going to see Julian Field for the first time? What's it like playing out there?
Yeah, I remember when I first came. I came to visit, and as coach said, the first thing I saw was the field. It's always nice to play there. The players and the team loves to play home games. We play in the evenings and in the afternoons as well, and everybody in the team loves to play. We also have a very good practice field, which is also grass, and there are people who take care of it, and we appreciate them, and we enjoy playing on the fields.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Philip, I'm curious, what inspired you to choose your major, and does it align with your long-term goals?
Yeah, so I was very undecided when I was picking my major. So my thought was to pick something that would open wider perspective and few opportunities, so it's not too narrow. So when I graduate, I can still have opportunities, and I can still have something to choose from. So I think that business is something that opens a wider perspective from which I can choose.
We've been asking this question from a lot of players, student athletes in the Heart, and would love to get your take on this next question, Philip. What advice would you give to an incoming student athlete who is about to play in the Heart of America Conference? What would you say to them?
First of all, I would say that they should enjoy their time here, because they'll never play college soccer again. They'll never be 19 or 20 years old again. And I just want to say that they should work hard and have the confidence to show everything they can, but also work hard at the same time.
Coach, I think last year I asked you this question as well. This is a year 4 for the Pirates to be in the Heart of America Conference. I'd love to hear, after another season, what's the Heart like in general? What are some of the positive things the Pirates have done to compete in the Heart and just the overall balance of the entire conference, Coach Ephraim?
Nick, Heart of America by far is probably the best NAIA, conference. 5-6 teams nationally ranked, top 3, top 4, number 1, number 2. So there's never an easy game for us. And, we're new to this party, but we do the best we can, try to compete. The first couple of years we made the tournament, the conference tournament. And last year we were just unfortunate for the last game that we didn't make it. But we look forward to, again, from the number 1 team to the 12th team in our conference, man, everybody brings the A game. There's no easy game. And for me, I enjoy it. I feel like we're going to keep getting better. The more we play better teams, the more we get a little bit closer and closer to them. So we look forward to growing again.
All right. Hey, Coach Ephraim, could you break down your team this year? I understand you do have some players coming back. Give us a sense about what your team is like this year.
Yeah, so we lost some good players, fifth-year senior players because of COVID. And half our team is gone. So we have 21, 22 new players. We have a young team, but we also have some returners like Philip and Wade and Elias and a couple other guys. And that I feel like they need to step up and take some leadership role to these. A lot of young players we have, and I look forward to see what kind of impact they bring.
Newcomers that you think could make a difference? What do you think?
I couldn't tell you here so-and-so, but I just think that they're young, 18, 19-year-old kids. So we'll see, they'll be welcomed real quick to this conference. Nobody feels sorry for you in this conference, but I feel like it's an opportunity for them to, to get right in and learn quickly and just see what they can do.
Hey, Philip, leadership is, it's not just leadership on the field or with your teammates, but it's also among the campus community. I'm wondering how you embrace a role of as a leader for the team and in the campus community. How do you demonstrate that?
I would agree that leadership is not only on the field but also off the field. So I think that it's important for the players to understand that being off the field is as important as being on the field. So being a positive part of the community, but also taking care of yourself. So eating right, getting some rest, doing having good results in the classroom will impact the overall performance of the team. And I think that's very important for the newcomers, but also for the returning players to do together.
All right, final question. I've got it for Coach here. Coach, tell us how you're going to approach the non-con and then the regular season. What are your thoughts about how you're going to make that approach? What do you hope to get out of the preseason as you approach another tough year in conference play?
Yeah, well, like I said, we have a young team. I just kind of, we're trying to build their confidence right now, and they can play, but, you can never duplicate practice what you see on a conference play. We do have some decent teams that we're playing that we feel like, they'll show us where we are. St. Mary's, we start with them. They made it to the national tournament last year, and they're getting better every year. They have a good team. And a couple other teams as well, local teams. They just try to get us ready for our first game. I believe it's Missouri Valley, top 5 teams in the country again. So, for me, just as much as you, I look forward to seeing how the kids react to that. But again, we look forward to it.
All right, that sounds good. I always enjoy talking to you, Coach Ephraim. Philip, it was great to meet you. We wish you and the rest of the Park University Pirates the best of luck in 2023. Thanks so much for your time, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.